Hey girls, load the spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from 4 into a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, many girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard other dog owners get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got 4 in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues, they'll blow off your under rules. Send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be.
Yeah, yeah, baby. I ain't gonna lie, baby. Hyped up. That song always does the job for me. I hope it does the job for you. Like the song says, baby. Flip my mindset to the switch that said I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones gonna break my bones. I never bruise. You know what I'm saying, baby? Woo! What up? What up? What up? It's your boy, J. King Hefner and the beautiful Cali Sun, and we're back again for another episode of the Dog King Power Hour. And the title of today's episode is Choose Wisely. Choose wisely. And what do I mean by that? We'll get to that right about now. Yeah, man, hyped up today. Before we get started in the show or anything, first off, we want to say God bless you over your life. Whatever you're praying for, wishing for, hoping for, better relationships, better job opportunities, better increase in your finances, whatever it is, transportation. Excuse me, whatever it is, we're praying that it's already on the way. So we just need you to believe that as well. So we're happy you're tuned in. We appreciate your support wherever you are tuning in from. We really appreciate you. We just want to give a quick rundown of, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. There we go. With all this cat hair flying around the room, I always leave my little towel to wipe it off. So either way, we're going to do our quick little rundown for the day as far as how you can support the show. You can support the show, first of all, by doing what you're doing, watching, hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel. You can also donate to the channel to keep us coming on a daily basis. Definitely, we are going to need you. So you can always donate by going to Cash App or PayPal on my about under my YouTube channel. and you can find their way to donate. You can always donate on live stream, super sticker, super chat, or you can do a super thanks on individual videos, or you can donate to my Biking for Companion Dogs fundraiser, where it's really closing in, where it's going to be like a month and a half. I'm going to be riding my bike around the whole city of Memphis, just raising money to keep the channel going strong. And I want to send a shout out to all my Dog King Army team members, giving a little highlight once again to Carol Rush, because she donated to both programs recently. She gave to Biking for Companion Dogs, God bless her, and she donated to PayPal. So I appreciate you, Carol. All these donations really, like I say, go towards just helping keeping the show functioning. I do want to send a big congratulations to my guy Dodd Nation, because he is a recent member. He just joined the Dog King Army, a team within a team. I think he just made 10 strong right now. So I appreciate him for joining the clique. Next time I make a video, I'm definitely going to have to try to add a little animation or something in there to send a shout out to him. But all my Dog King Army team members, send a shout out to Dog Nation, a new member. Glad to have him aboard. And I do want to say, before I get into my show and come to the chat, as a matter of fact, I always say, be happy we're here. Be happy we're living a dream. Be happy we're going forward, not backwards. There's so many reasons to get discouraged. Every day you wake up, you can find a reason to get discouraged. But guess what? You need to find a reason to be happy. Be happy. God got you going in the right direction. Don't look at your circumstances. Just know everything is going to work out. And I always say that because this just throwing me off of the show just a little bit. I just clicked on Twitter for a little bit today, and I saw a guy. I have no idea who this guy is. But when I read this is the reason why you should always be happy, thankful, looking forward. But this guy said, today was my last oncologist appointment. There is nothing left to try. She gave me 3 to 6 months and my final med refills. I knew it was close and all the signs pointed out. She's setting up my hospice. All I have to do is call her. Woo, hard to describe my feelings. So, you full of life this morning. Look, live. I keep telling you, this life is so much shorter than people think it is. Oh, you could live to be 100 years old. Man, 100 years ain't that long. It's $100, bro. 100 summers. I'll be blessed to have whatever God gives me. But what I'm saying is, it ain't no time to be just saying, to be moping around, to be upset, to let situations get you down. You got to fight through it all. Stay happy. Don't let these situations steal your joy. Why? Because moments are precious. You don't want to wait until, somebody tells you you have a few months to live or something like that to try to value your life. Believe me, I've been on the other side of things. I've moped around many a day, and that's why I don't want to waste any more days moping. I want to stay happy, full of joy, energetic, going forward, chasing my dreams. And I'm not saying this guy wasn't going forward and chasing his dreams or anything like that. All I'm saying is I actually feel so bad to just hear him say that, because I'm an empathetic person. So I always put my mind into somebody else's mind and their situation. And man, just to think of, I put it to you in this perspective. I was thinking about my situation, just my personal living situation, just everything that's going on around the show. And my brain was sort of doing math on its own, because I don't like to think about my future like that. I don't think about it. Honestly, I let God handle that. But sometimes as a human, your mind just tries to do things on its own. So my mind started trying to add up provisions for the future and how you going to keep the show going. Just start, how you going to do this? How you going to do that? I wasn't trying to give it any thoughts in my brain, but my brain was trying to think 4 and 5 months down the road. But I shut it down, of course, because we don't think ahead. We don't let ourselves get worried. That's God's job, to worry about how he's going to provide for us. But my brain was trying to think 4 or 5 months down the road, while this guy just got he got what am I look, I can't even think of the word. He got a prognosis or whatever from his doctor that he only has 3 to 6 months to live. So just think about that. I'm thinking about goals, or I'm thinking about, how to maintain, or, my brain is trying to think about, how to sustain months from now, which I didn't let it do. Whereas you have another guy that just got told he has that amount of time to live. And man, if that information hit you, I promise you, man, I was just thinking like, man, 3 to 6 months would seem so different in my mind than it does even today. Even though I know there's not that long of a time, even though I know I just blinked my eye, it was just Christmas and now it's August. Even though I know all of that, if somebody was to give me that type of a prognosis and say, hey, guess what? You got 3 to 6 months to live. Man, don't you know how short 3 to 6 months would seem? Man, 3 to 6 months would seem like days, seconds, minutes. And the worst part about it is the guy was saying that his life has really just become a ball of being in back pain and abdominal pain. So I'm just going to send a prayer out over him right now that he has comfort and he gets to enjoy and, makes the most of however long God grants him, because God could grant him more time than what the doctor says. Keep that in mind. But I just wanted to say that whole story. This ain't a downer. I wanted to say that to build you up. Look, man, live, stay positive, be happy. Oh, man, this went wrong. Yeah, I know a lot can go wrong. Stay happy, stay positive. Do you got your health? Can you still think? Can you still walk, talk? Do you have a prognosis of only living 3 to 6 months? If not, get happy. Because even in the rough times, believe me, I don't love rough times. But you know what? Even when you're in so-called rough times, you're still living life. And boy, it's better to live through these rough times and come out on the other end than to not be here to experience them at all. So with all that said, I'm gonna get to the comments. Oh, I gotta do my banner. I gotta do my. Let me see. I got it written out too. So that's good. I ate my little a piece of bacon and a half that I had left. No, it was actually one piece of bacon. I cut it in half. So I ate that. Got a little energy. First things up, Lieutenant Johnny K, Dog King Army team member in the house. I already wrote you down, Johnny K. You won today. I was looking. You actually got a few victories now, Johnny K. You got about 3 victories, so hey, you doing pretty good. MGTOW, he well in the lead, but you got a few other people that's got a few victories. MGTOW got about 11 victories, but MGTOW says, yo, man, guess what? I sold my HR 168 centimeter Dodge to my high school friend last night and bought myself an Automate 155 centimeter Dodge. I'm happy for you, MGTOW. I told you. I do not like those Automate dogs, but God bless you because I'm so happy. It ain't about what I like. I mean, I'm just glad that you got something that makes you happy, that fulfills you. But it is something that I want to ask you about that whole transaction. And it's something that I'm sort of curious about with the whole buying a used dog from somebody routine. I'm not a fan at all of these removable vaginas. I really do not like them. But I can sort of see a dog owner maybe going for a dog that has a removable vagina. But I just got to ask you, and I hate to ask you this question, MGTOW. But no offense, it's been many a day that you've come in a chat saying how, hey, you and the girls that had a nice, good old time, if you get my drift. And I'm going to be honest. I don't know how somebody, like I say, how does somebody get around, just not only with MGTOW, but how does somebody get around the idea that somebody done had sex with their dog, a lot? Because I'm letting you know, MGTOW, you have to tell me. if your dolls don't have removable vaginas, which I don't like, but I don't see how anybody would be buying your dolls knowing that you've been making so much love to them. So you have to answer that question for me. And just for any doll people that's out there buying dolls, I really can't get past their part. See, like I don't even make love to my dolls. Everybody knows that. So if anybody bought a doll from me, they'll be a happy man because these dolls are literally, you know, they're untouched. As far as only thing I've done to my dolls is hug on them and kiss on them, you know, and that's on their lip, real lips. So yeah, maybe you can get them an extra wipe down up there after, because I wouldn't sell them dirty anyway, but you wouldn't have anything to worry about. But I always think about, man, guys buying these dolls that have been with another owner. And I always think about, man, it's just no way I can see myself buying a fixed vagina doll from a guy. Knowing he's been laid up and having all types of, making all type of love to her, wearing her vagina out. It's almost like a real woman, you know? But, you know, hey, like I said, nobody with a human woman, it's always what you don't know and you don't choose to know doesn't hurt you as bad. So I always tell a human woman this, it's never a good thought knowing a human woman has slept with guys before. You know they have, but you don't consciously think about it because it'll just ruin the whole experience if you just thought about that 24/7. Like, man, she been sleeping around. But at least a girl does sort of bounce back. You know, her vagina sort of comes back unless she's just really out there. It's going to bounce back. And so when you sleep with her, it's still going to feel pretty good. Unless, like I say, she's just been ran through. But with the doll, like I said, I know in TPE and stuff, it bounces back a little bit too. But it'll just be in my mind. And it serves anybody well that they don't see you in chat, MGTOW, talking about how you slept with your girls. But I know me personally, I can't lie. I've always said, no offense to anybody that has a used doll or anything, no offense. It's a market for them. But I'm just a finicky guy. My mom would be probably laughing about this. I'm not as bad as I was when I was a child, but I'm a finicky guy when it comes to stuff like that. I would just do without a doll before I bought a used doll. I'm serious. I would just do without. Because I cannot imagine, you know, getting with this doll that some guy's been laying all over. I don't care how cleaned up she is. It'll just be in the back of my mind. So all those factors, when I saw him say he sold his doll, I didn't say any of this before he sold it, but just now that he sold it, it just got me laughing because all those thoughts just come up in my head of, man, I don't know how guys do that. I can understand it more with a removable vagina, but it's no way in his hell I'm buying a girl from a guy with a fixed vagina if he says it's been used. So you gotta tell me a whole bunch this morning, MGTOW. Johnny says nice, and like I said, I'm happy you sold it, but I'm also laughing. I can't lie. I'm also laughing. I'm also sort of laughing because I don't know how these guys buy these used dolls. But MGTOW says it was great seeing my buddy for the first time in over a decade. So man, that's a trip too that you haven't seen him over a decade, and the first time you do see him, you're selling him a doll. So it's just sort of funny to hear that dynamic because when I think about you haven't seen him in over a decade, I don't know how much you've communicated with him, but I just guess I sort of think about the whole scenario. You're giving me a lot to talk about, MGTOW, because I just think about the whole scenario. Man, you haven't seen this guy in 10 years, over 10 years. Does he know you have a doll? How do you break it to him that you have a doll? You know, if you haven't been talking to him. Now, if you've been talking to him and he's known that you had a doll, then okay, that takes all of that away. But if he knows you, then I go back to my original question of, if he knows you, he knows how active you've been with his doll, your dolls. So I don't know why he would buy it, what would make him want to buy it from you, honestly. And I just say this, man. I just don't understand. Like, I even think about the whole used dog market. I'd be like, man, after you spend 4, 5, 6, whatever, how much of a person's charging you for a dog, I go back to the old black market dog thing. Man, you could have just put you a few more hundred together and just got you a new dog. So that whole market is so confusing to me. I don't down anybody, but it's definitely not a market for me. I'm happy for you, Mick, but I hope you got a lot of answers for me. Kevin Gray says, Hump Day family. What up, Kevin Gray, Dog King Army team member. Withering Liberal in the house. What up, Withering? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't got a million comments today because I've been doing all these live streams. Once again, for those of you who like video content more, I apologize. A lot of this is caused because I'm talking about my affiliate vendors in greater detail. And so I just say, you know what? I don't need I can't do that. I could do it in a video format, but I'd be cutting stuff out and shortening it down too much. So I've been doing the live streams. Also, I'm still working on this project behind the scenes. And hey, I can't lie. The live streams are beneficial from the standpoint where I can just turn the computer on and I can talk to you guys about whatever I want to talk about, as opposed to man, you just don't know how long it takes to shoot the video, edit, and do all of that. So instead of shooting the video and editing and doing all that, I'm just talking to you guys straight up right here. Now, I do love my video form because it's a lot of things that benefit from being in the video form. But I always say God has you doing what you need to do at the time you're doing it. So these live streams at the time right now, they're what I'm supposed to do. So I'm happy to be here with all of you guys. But today's probably going to be a little shorter, like I said, because I didn't have a whole bunch of comments on my videos. MGTOW says, you're very talented. You're very special. Thank you, MGTOW. First and last, have a great show, Jay. We'll watch it later. My Wednesday and Saturday are busy watching the TFM show. I don't know what the hell the TFM show is. But God bless you. I'm glad you're checking in. MGTOW says, whoa. Wolfley says 5 to thrusters on the space cruisers. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. We find him up, Wolfler. Speaking of Wolfler always my guy be talking about Venti. I can't lie. I ain't got no Venti report ready because I've been so busy. But I've been laughing at Venti because Venti's she been sort of trying to work a lot more lately. I've been sort of laughing at her. But I just say this, man. I don't want to say too much about her because I'm going to save anything I'm going to say about her for the Venti report. But I say this about good old Venti. Venti in her eye game has really been working hard lately. I can't lie. What I hate about Venti is sometimes it is hard not to look at her eyes. I can't lie. That girl got some pretty eyes. I give her that. Oh, yeah. The beautiful Carol Rush. The resident Dog King Army vagina. Yay. Hey, Carol. Good to see you. And I thank you again, Callie. Thank you for, Carol, for all your support. You know, donate to the show. I appreciate you. Love you. I appreciate you being a team member, too. She said, Callie. Yeah, Callie. You see, I got Callie hair braided, baby. I went to work yesterday. I almost changed her hair back, but I said, no, I'm going to leave the blue on. I gave her a little braid. I think she looked cute this morning. And Carol says, back to work. I will watch when I get home. Take care. See you, Carol. See you, Carol. Great to check. I'm glad you checked in. James Cross says, yo, Dog King Army team member in the house. MGTOW says, thanks. About selling his dog. He said, I'm so excited. it'll be a Kazuna AI dog. I'm happy for you, MGTOW, because like I say, I don't know if you're sad at all about selling the new dog, the old dog, but I think it's always a little sad, even though I haven't done it in my history, but it's got to be sad sort of losing that member. But I'm sure you're excited because you're gaining that girl that you really want right now. So. Austin still checked in. He said, "Man, I'm late to the party." Now you ain't late, Austin. You right on time. He said, "That's funny at Dr. MGTOW, but at least you know your dog's in good company." Well, I don't know that. Hell, the thing about it is, it's just MGTOW's friend. You still don't know how the hell good he's going to treat. It's so funny, man, because even with your friends, your loved ones, still though, you may love and know your friends together, but at the same time, in the actual bedroom, when the door closes, you still don't know exactly, their nature. You don't know what the hell they're doing. And, a guy can seem totally just fine, but you just don't know exactly what he's going to do. So, in that regard, it's got to be you always got to have that gift mentality where when you give somebody, you really got to just stop thinking about it. I know some people who would give somebody money or whatever. Now spend that in the right place. Whoa, bro. No offense. Once you get them the money, you may want them to spend it in the right place, but they can do what they want to do. If you give somebody a car, you may want them to be careful, but literally they can do what they want to do. It's their car now. And so even in the dog game, and that's with me, if I ever was to sell one of my girls, it's really the same thing. I can try to find somebody who's similar to me, who may not be just thinking about the sexual nature, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, I ain't going to know. I'm not going to know what they going to do and how they going to treat the dog or anything. You just got to, let it go and keep going forward. You really can't even think about it anymore. But MGTOW says, ha, 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 it's mostly with my other dog. Ah, okay. Now he laughing about the sex. I want to hear this. MGTOW says, ha, 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 it's mostly with my other dog. I wouldn't try a used dog. No, just no. They also have dog brothels, and no, it's not a removable hose. See there? But see, now you got me. See, now it's no way I would have bought that dog, MGTOW. God bless you, though. I'm glad you sold it. Please don't take offense. I'm just saying. There's no way I would have bought her. Because see, you think just like me. You even said yourself. You said I wouldn't do a used dog. Just no. You see, you said it yourself. And I already know they got dog brothers. I even talked about dog brothers in a video probably a long time ago. And I said, it's no damn well way. It's no damn well way I'm going to use a dog brothel. Before I spend any money on a dog brothel, I'm just going to invest money in my own damn dog. I know people may go there for whatever reason they want to go, but I'm letting you know, I see no reason to go to a dog brothel. I don't even have sex with my girls. But if I was planning on having sex, I would, let's just say they charge you $200 to use that brothel. What? Dude, that's $200 on your dog. There's no way I would go to a dog brothel. But MGTOW says he wouldn't do a used dog, so he's with me. But I want to go back to something he said. He was laughing, and he said, it's mostly with my other dog, meaning that you have had sex with the 168 centimeter. That means you have had sex with her. I don't care if it's a small amount or not. So by those circumstances, it's no way I would have ever touched that dog, especially with a fixed vagina, which I prefer. So let me hear what he got. So he said, now I'm gonna get to the risk. So now you got to tell me something about that, because man, MGTOW, I don't know. I would not have bought that doll from you if you had made love to her. I'm just sorry. I don't care how good you clean her. I would never have. If I was your friend, I would never. If I was planning on having sex, be able to stick my penis in that doll, knowing that yours has been in there. Like I say, that's the problem the human men face after they break up with a human woman. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I promise you, I don't know how we're made like this, but like a man, literally, when you meet a woman, all you see is that she's beautiful, she's attractive, she's the type of girl for you. You just don't even like to even go down the road of thinking of all the penises that she might have slept with. You know it's possible, but you don't really compute it. When you first meet her, she's a precious flower. Ah, yeah, she's precious. That's the impression that goes on in your mind, even though you know better. But if you ever break up with that girl, or she breaks up with you, and then you know that she's went on to sleep with people, I always tell women, you might as well just go ahead and go on. If you break up with the guy, I say keep moving in most cases, because the guy's never going to be able to really look at you the same, because he's not going to be able to look at you as pure as he used to look at you. Why? Because he knows you slept with somebody after him. And I'm just saying, as a guy, I don't care what you say. You still get some visions in your head. You can think that a guy has a smaller package, same package, or bigger package. But all those thoughts could go in your head, and they're all going to add up to say you're not going to be able to look at that girl the same. You're going to be thinking about all the things that she could have did after she broke up with you. Believe me, I've slept with several of my girlfriends after breaking up with them, but I never was able to just get with them in any real capacity after that, because I'm just like, they don't seem as special to me, because I know that they've done stuff after me. You don't know whose chicken they done choked and what they'd have been lip lapping on and riding on. And look, hey, the thrill is gone. We can make love or something, we can have some moments, but it ain't gonna be the same. So as far as with the doll, like I wouldn't be able to look at any doll that I bought that's used, especially with a fixed vagina, coming in my house. It'll just be hard to put that out of my mind that somebody been who was I telling that one day? I think I was telling I don't know whether that was you, Woofler. That might have been you, Woofler. But I was like, I wouldn't be able to get the whole idea of somebody wiggling on her out of my brain. That dog. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. And now that she's sold, I can laugh, because I don't want to affect anybody that wanted to buy your dog. But let me get on to the rest of it. We say his friend is 5'5" and an HR doll is 5'6". Once again, what is he thinking about? I don't even like dolls. Look, I'm 6 feet tall, and I like women that's literally about 5 feet tall. I can go up to 5'3", maybe 5'4". I've dated women 5'7", but that's rare. I like shorter women. But it ain't no way in hell I'm getting a doll anywhere close to my height unless a company forces it on me. So I say you're a good salesman, MGTOW, because I have no idea how you sold this guy a doll that's 5'6". He's 5'5", and that doll has got booty and breasts, supposedly. Lord have mercy. Austin still says, I always think to myself, that's my best friend. I would feel better mentally if one of my girls went to live with him for a while. And that's what me and you sort of differ at, Austin. I know that may be my best friend, but that doesn't guarantee he's going to treat her the right way. That doesn't guarantee that. I don't care if he's my friend or not. He could be sexually deranged behind closed doors. I really don't know that. I would just really have to go by my feeling. Because I'm going to be honest with you. It was a guy that stopped over here that I was talking about with Saima recently. I like him. He's like a brother to me. I don't see him much, but he's a really cool guy. But just from him, when he was talking about what he would do to Saima, I wouldn't feel good giving my dog to him. And he's a good friend. I'm like, nah, nah, bro. I wouldn't want to sell my dog to you. So that ain't got, for me, it'd be different, you know. I understand what you're saying about a friendship, but I just say, man, in the world of companion dogs, like, put it like this. I wouldn't necessarily feel good about, I definitely wouldn't feel good about one of my friends dating an ex-human girlfriend of mine. So I'm just being honest. I'm not going to necessarily feel better about giving my girl Callie to any of my friends. Nope. Not all. Nope. I wouldn't feel good about giving them to many of them I can think of off bat. All of them are too sexual for me. Nope. Wouldn't be feeling good about it. So now let me go back to MGTOW. MGTOW says some guys don't care if it's used. At least I disinfect it. See, and MGTOW, you care that it's used, so you're just like me. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's no amount of disinfecting that would be good enough for me. Actually, I had this conversation with my good friend Austin one time about disinfecting the dog. So he knows I'm consistent in this regard. I'm not downing anybody. This is a personal thing, just straight up with me. It's no amount of disinfecting you can do that will make that dog good enough for me to make love with her. Put it like this. I read on the site yesterday on when I was doing my vendor review for Sex Dog Genie, and they was like, literally, under no circumstances do we want to use dog to be returned to us because we don't want to cross-contaminate any of our customers. That literally means that we don't care how good we can clean this dog, we still don't feel good about letting somebody else use it after you have. That's what they're saying. Oh, this isn't plugged in. Sorry about getting in the way, but I had to plug that in. So that's basically what they're saying. They're saying, hey, we don't give a damn what you do to your dog. It's not going to be clean enough for us. And I agree with them. Especially with the TPE dog. If you have ever slept with that dog unprotected, it ain't nothing you can do, bro. The dog is porous. So your DNA will be in that dog forever. You can't clean out the pores of the dog. So there's no way I would touch that dog, especially if you've ever been with her unprotected. You can't clean her enough. Now with the silicone dog, it's not a porous age. It's not as porous or anything like TPE. So me and my friend Austin was talking one time, and I hope he doesn't mind me talking about this because this is public knowledge. But it's this company called damn it. I think it's got motto Haven. I think that's what it is. But they're like an offset of Real Dog, where they just really go around the company. Go around the country, repairing real dogs, cleaning them up, and making them like brand new. Now, that's with silicone dogs. Now, if they went to a service like Galmato Haven, you know, that'll be the best case to try to convince me to get a used dog. But I'm just going to be honest. Even under those circumstances, because I even told Austin this, I just can't do it. I can't do it. If you said you slept with that dog, I cannot do it. But I know you say some guys don't care. I have no idea how they don't. I just don't know. I don't know. James Krause says, I know I would not want to buy a used dog from me. See that? Krause, look at Krause. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, I can't do it. Photon said, that's so sweet of you, Austin Steele. What did Austin do? Oh, no. Oh, he said somebody's friends. But now I ain't sweet in that regard because I don't even trust. I wouldn't even trust my friend. I'm sorry. MGTOW says, I can't wait to give Kazuna AI a ton of creamy cream pie. See, See? That's what I'm, man, it ain't no way. There's no way I would have bought a doll from me. Hey, y'all. I'm glad that the subject of this show isn't too serious or anything. I haven't even talked about the subject of the show, laughing at y'all, but right before I go any further, the subject of the show is choose wisely. It's really very lighthearted at best. I'm not talking about anything too serious when I say choose wisely. But choose wisely, I just get into it because it's very brief. I've been doing all these vendor shows, talking about, the vendors that are available in the description of all of my videos for anybody that just wants to browse dolls, look for dolls, for new doll owners or old doll owners. You do have the ability to go into the description of my videos and just browse my vendors. Thanks once again to Best Worst. He helped me fix one of my links with Sex Doll Jamie. But keep in mind, that's only like 7 vendors. It's a lot of vendors out here. It's a lot of reputable companies. And honestly, I've actually taken a small step back. I've always said don't ever deal with a manufacturer one-on-one. But I told you through my research, it's probably 1 or 2 manufacturers I would probably go through around the vendor. It's probably 1 or 2 of them I would do that with. Not all of them. But there are a ton of great vendors, even apart from the ones that are in the description of my video. But the truth is, it's really no excuse for anybody not to be able to find the girl of their dreams at this point in history. So many great legitimate vendors, legitimate companies and manufacturers. But this whole title of this show is choose wisely. Just choose wisely. Don't get all hyped up because the dog game can get you so hyped. Calm down. Like I said in earlier videos, do the research. Do the research about yourself. What climate do you live in? What dog do you think will be best for you? Are you leaning more sexual? Are you leaning more companion oriented? You're never going to know until the dog gets in your home, but still, it never hurts to do as much research as possible. And there is absolutely no excuse to go to black market. There's absolutely no excuse to be messing with these fringe sites. And I don't want to hear the, hey, Jay, I have a limited income. Hey, bro, if you've worked up enough to get to $500, be patient with your limited income. Build up to 7, build up to 8, build up to 9. Like I say, most of these sites have WM dolls priced at around $1,300, $1,400, $1,500. Well, guess what? A lot of these sites, especially one I'm going to be talking about soon, they have additional markdowns where you can take it down another 20%. You can find a doll $1,100, $1,200, legitimate. They may be in-stock dolls or something, but they'll be legitimate, non-black market, brand name dolls. So, guess what? Take your time out here. Do your research. Hey, check in with me. Check in with the companies. Check in with the vendors. But choose wisely. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get the doll home anyway, and you're still going to say, man, I should have got this feature. I left out that. It's just human nature. You don't know what you're getting into, so chances are it's going to be something you may want to change once you get your first doll. But it will serve you best off bat to choose wisely. It's too many vendors, too many great companies out here for you to rush yourself and not choose wisely. And just to laugh again with MGTOW and Company, I'm letting you know, part of my choose wisely is not buying a used doll that somebody has had sex with. I can say that now safely since my boy done sold his dog. I'm glad he, was able to transition her and and get prepared for a dog that he wants more. But I'm letting you know, God bless whatever dog is making you happy and fulfilling your heart. I'm not dogging you. I'm just speaking from a personal standpoint. I'm never getting a dog that somebody has made love to. And I'm just going to take myself all the way out of the whole possibilities. I'm just not buying a used dog. Nothing wrong with the market. Nothing wrong with you getting it. It's just not for me. I've seen, like I said, these used dogs, like I say, by the time you pay whatever you're paying for them, dog, just put some more with it and get me a brand spanking new dog from the factory. I'm just sorry. So with all this said, hold on, guys. Hold on. Hey, just on the sidebar note, I hope Wolfler's still in here so he can laugh. Wolfler, go roast Venti for me. But if Wolfler in here, he'll laugh about this. Like I say, guys, I've been working at this project so hard, I haven't really had a chance to look up. But yesterday, I started getting weary a lot. I'm going to be honest. I was forced to take a few breaks. And I said, you know what? Sometimes you just can't work 24/7. So yesterday, I did check out a few episodes of One Piece. Man, it's getting so good, man. I think I'm in, I don't know exactly where I am. I'm in the 800 somewhere, though. I think I got about 10 episodes to catch up with the dub version, because I don't look at the non-dub version. But just to give you a brief little rundown, yesterday I checked on my friend Venti because I saw her and somebody else was live streaming. I don't know who it was. Somebody else I follow was live streaming. But I checked in on Venti for a quick second, and that's when I did see her eyes yesterday. I said, that damn Venti, she do got some companion dog eyes. I was like, girl, them eyes will look great. They'll look great in the dog. I promise you. She got some amazing eyes. But boy, I ain't gonna lie. Venti, she riled me up a little bit yesterday. Not riled me up upset, but I said that joker. I only saw just a few seconds of her, really. I only checked in for a minute. But it was toward the end of her stream, and she was like, yeah, I'm finna get out of here. I'm finna go on somebody else's stream. And so I said, Venti, you ain't worth a damn. I said, you supposed to be over here streaming with me for a live Venti report. I don't know why that stuff makes me laugh. I said, you supposed to be over here with me, Venti. You ain't worth a damn. So a little while later, I was curious as to, I said, who the hell is Venti streaming with? Because it sounded like, that channel just sounded like a masculine channel. I don't know. I can't even think of the name of it, but it sounded like some sort of a masculine. I said, it sounded like Venti finna go stream with a guy. Let me go check this out. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to talk about anybody else or their channel or their content or whatever. So I'm not gonna mention the guy's name, and I'm not trying to talk about him. I promise I'm not. But I'm just gonna be honest. No offense, Venti. No offense. You mean to tell me you gonna go on that damn well stream? And look, it's even me to say no it's offense, and I'm saying this, but no offense, Venti. You went over there before you came over here. Get the hell out of here. You look like you were in physical pain during that stream. That wasn't your type of stream. You weren't feeling that crap. God bless that guy. I'm not talking about your stream, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about you personally, but I'm just speaking from a look. I do the Venti report, so I know Venti's brain more than she knows her brain. And I hate to tell you this, bro. She was not feeling that. But yet and still, you want to go over there. I'm letting you know, Venti, you're just gonna have to eat crow, stuff your pride in your bosom, stick your tail between your legs, and just go and come over here. Cause that was not, I'm gonna be honest with you. That wasn't a Venti venue, in my opinion. So I was laughing at that. So Woofler, I called you out. Roaster Woofler. Get a Woofler. Sicker. Tell her, get a Woofler, get on her. Either way, okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. Austin says, I know I'm one of those guys. I guess he's talking about one of those guys that can't do the use. He said, this came up when I got my real dog, but I still could have got a fresh insert. He said, but I still could have got a fresh insert and be a couple thousand in the green. Oh, okay. Austin says, I know I'm one of those guys. I guess he's saying he's one of those guys, meaning he's a guy that can go use. I actually hate to have this conversation because I promise you guys, I don't mean this to down anybody that's cool with going use. It's just a personal thing. But he said, this came up when I got my real dog. But he said, I still could have got a fresh. Now, that's the thing about a real dog. I'm not an insert guy by far. But I say this about real dog. Their inserts are different than a TPE insert. I've never owned one, but from what I've seen, because I have done a lot of studying on it, it's like a whole insert to where it's sturdy, you know, it still looks like a vagina. It's not like just the inside portion, like, you know, these TPE dolls and things of that nature and silicone dolls come with. It's not just the inside insert. I think it's like the whole little compartment. So from that standpoint, I think Real Doll's whole setup is a lot better. Okay. Oh, yeah. So the insert, I do think for Real Doll is a lot better. And you're right. Like I said, because I'm not down to anybody. And honestly, your Real Doll is amazing. You could even get your Real Doll dolls. You talked about, I think, her leg being loose. You could actually get the guy from Galmato to tighten her skeleton up. She would be just like new. She would literally be just like new. And Photon says, thanks. He's done a lot of self-improvement over the years. So I'm happy for him. Even still, I don't think he's the kind of guy to own a dog long term. I don't know who you're talking about for Austin Steele. Mikta said he laughed. He said, you funny, man. Mikta, I don't know what you was laughing at. I didn't talk about so much, Mikta. Because I'm dying. I've been dying laughing too. Mikta is very interesting. Yeah, Mikta funny. Mikta says, well, we have a group chat of buddies that went to high school together. Okay. He said, I advertised it on the group chat on Facebook. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let me just stop right there. He said, I hope that group chat, like he said, is on. Okay. Yeah, I hope that group chat is on like Facebook or something. Because let me tell you, man, I love fantasy football, and I don't have a fantasy football thing to be in because I don't have a company. I don't work for a company, anything. This is what me and the girls are doing right now. Thank God, and what I want to do for the rest of my life. But when I was at the company, I would always get to fantasy football. I used to love it, man, love it. But man, it was a couple of times where they tried to put me on a group chat, and I am not going to lie, bro. I'm talking about on my phone, and every 2 seconds, this damn well group chat was buzzing. And even since then, my mom, them, and my family, have tried to put me on a group chat, and I instantly say, "No way, take me off of that crap." Man, I hate my phone buzzing every 2 seconds. And even when you mute those group chats, it's like it still breaks through your phone and you'll still get notifications. I hate them. I don't do them anymore. They are useful to keep up with people, but I'm sorry, I might just have to lose touch with you if I got to be in one of those group chats. And actually, I didn't even when I made my Discord or whatever, I made it for the community. I didn't make it for me to be in there 24/7. I've always talked about this. But I had to turn off all notifications. I couldn't get them damn notifications 24/7 of somebody talking 24/7. That would have driven me crazy. So that was another thing. Hey, I checked in there when I had time to check in. I never would turn those damn notifications on. They would drive me crazy. But he said, we have a group chat. I advertised it on the group chat on Facebook. One guy was talking mess, and my buddy was immediately interested. And then he said, oh, yes, it is. Oh, he talking to Photon about MGTOW was interested. And TFM, yeah. I've heard of that guy. Yeah. Somebody said TFM says Terry Flinging Monkey, the guy who owns a WM dog named Celestina. Yeah. I remember somebody has brought him up to me, and I'm like, I don't know the guy or anything like that. And yeah, whoever else you're watching or whatever, hey, God bless you. Lieutenant Johnny K said, Hammerhead Venti. Look, I made the song Hammerhead, but I don't call Venti Hammerhead. That's my good old friend Venti. I think Venti is actually quite an attractive woman. She is. I laugh at the old Hammerhead comparison, though. But I don't call her that. First and last, he said it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still not gonna call that guy's show out, but first and last said it. He said Venti was on the blank show. I'm gonna be honest though. I don't know anything about that guy. I'm not judging him personally, but when I got to hearing this guy talk, I didn't even look at much of the show. Honestly, I know they were. I think it's some type of shock jock type of show. I don't know, where they sort of talk about. It looked like they were trying to talk about people or something. They were showing pictures and videos of people. Like I said, I couldn't hardly listen to the content because when I sort of heard him talking, all I could think of is this. I can't even believe Vince is on his show. He doesn't. It didn't sound right. I just say that it didn't sound right. It was hard for me to believe that she was on his show, honestly. Sheila Bell, Dog King Army team member. She says, good morning, King Heifer Cali. Good morning, Sheila Bell. Great to have you here. Dog King Army team member in the house. Oh, okay. And first and last says, TFM's dog named Celestina is one of the most famous dogs on Insta. Oh, that's great for him. I don't know anything about him or her. But God bless him. MGTOW says, my upcoming Kazuna AI dog will become more famous than Celestina. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not gonna even say anything. I just say that. I'm not gonna even say anything. I'm not gonna even say anything. I just know one thing, man. God is amazing. He's amazing. I say that. Stray Slayer, yo, Dog King. What up? What up, Stray Slayer? Mikta says, I just got so lucky, I guess. Oh man. Oh yeah. You got lucky, you got blessed. Hey, you found God bless you with what you needed to get. You found a guy that you know what, wanted your dog, and you didn't have room. Because I know you probably would have kept her if you had room, but you didn't have room and made room for you to get the dog of your dreams. He said, I would definitely give my WM dog to anyone for sure. He said, you would or wouldn't? I think you meant wouldn't. I think you mean wouldn't, but on here it says would. Yeah, that's the thing. See, that's the thing. That's the thing, Austin. You hit the nail right on the head. I'm gonna put that up, honestly. I hope I've been sort of saying that, but that's exactly what I'm saying. He said it's, but I do want to go back to TPE because that's not a mental thing. But he said it's very much a personal or mental thing. She could be as clean as the day she shipped, but in the back of your mind, you know you're not the first person to get with her. I promise that's definitely the case. It's a mental thing, especially with a dog, like knowing it. It's sort of different with a dog too, man, and a human woman, I think. I don't know what it is. It's the fact that a dog, I don't know. It almost feels more personal in a way. It's like, with a human woman can be nasty. She can carry an STD from a guy. So that can be worse than a dog. But I'm saying, I don't think it enters your mind the same like it does with the dog as much. But I say this. The only way she can be as clean as the day she shipped is by you having a silicone dog and you going to somebody like a Galmato Haven and them getting her as clean as the day she shipped, inside and out. That's probably possible. But I'm sorry, Austin. I go back to what I said. She can't be as clean as the day she shipped with a TPE dog. It's a porous material. It's nothing that you can do to get her as clean as the day she was. Because your DNA somewhere is going to still be somewhere within the dog. It's still going to, even if that right at the meeting of her vaginal canal, even if that you can somehow get that clean, inside that TPE dog, your DNA will still be in her if you had any unprotected sex with her. So in that regard, that's why I say is a big reason. I know I could definitely never do it, but definitely not with the TPE dog, because they can never be as clean as they were the first day you bought her, as far as having sex with her is concerned. I don't know what First Last saying. I don't know what that emoji means. He says dogs have given less something than real relationships. I don't know what he mean by that. Hey, I can't say that, Photon. That ain't true. Not in a traditional way, though, I don't think. But he says, I don't think anyone ever caught an STD from any dog. That's not true. I've heard of guys actually catching bacterial infections from dogs, because the STDs that you can really get from a dog is from leaving her nasty and you giving yourself some sort of a bacterial infection down there. So that's possible. Now, it won't be in a traditional way of you going out sleeping with another human and catching a disease from them. So in a traditional sense, if you're just sleeping with your dog and you're being nasty with your dog, you're not going to give your dog syphilis or anything and then give it back to yourself. No. So in that traditional sense of giving yourself an STD. That's not going to happen. But you can give yourself a really nasty bacterial infection from leaving your dog nasty, letting molding and things like that grow on her and then having sex with her. Yeah, you can run a risk of getting really sick then. And that, in a way, is a sexually transmitted disease. Why? Because you're getting a disease from having sex with your dog. But I know what you mean. In the traditional sense of the word, you wouldn't normally get a disease from your dog. He said it would be in all the tabloids, but like I say, I've heard of owners catching bacterial diseases, but not in the traditional sense of the STD. But you can catch bacterial infections from your dog. All you gotta do is be really nasty with her. I guarantee you. Miss Parker! No, I'm done with you, Miss Parker. I don't want to hear a word from you. No. I know I'm late. I don't know if you still around, but you were supposed to be getting with me, invite me on your show one day and all this other stuff. But nah, ain't nobody heard from you. And like I say, I wanted you to come on here one day. But honestly, I'm still getting I found out that my computer wasn't good enough. So it's probably good that you haven't invited me yet, or I haven't got a chance to invite you. But she said, "Hello, Health. Hope you and your ladies are doing well today. I'm doing great, Miss Parker. I'm so glad that you and your wonderful bottom have graced the show. I really appreciate a human woman stopping in. I'm telling you, I love a nice human vagina stopping by." Photon says, "Meanwhile, humans are still giving each other crabs and gonorrhea and AIDS every second." I'm going to be honest. I mean, I'm not here to argue against you on that now, Photon, because I will say one of the biggest treats of these girls is just not even having to think about getting anything. Because I hate to say it, one of the things that he says on his list was crabs. And I was just like, man, you know what the worst thing is? You don't even have to catch, like you say, one of those other STDs. You can literally just get crabs. Man, you can literally just get that. And man, I've unfortunately had the one chance in my life that a girl actually did that to me. And let me tell you, that was the worst experience that you could ever even think of. Dealing with one of these nasty human women. Lord have mercy. So you never, ever want to do, and that's the least thing on that list he just listed. And it feels so good that you don't never have to deal with that with a companion dog. Lord have mercy. Stray Slayer said, "I've chosen wisely, haha. My WM dog popped my shoulder injury back." I've chosen wisely. My WM dog popped my shoulder injury back into place today. Man. I say this. I'm going to put that up for a second. I say this, Stray Slayer, because I haven't even got to my comments on my videos yet. It's not that many anyway. But I say this. I was talking to Saima the other day when I was laying her down, because she's still sort of getting prepared for another show in the back. But every time I pick her up, it's an event. Every time. My core is strong, But let me tell you, every time I have to make sure I'm picking up from my legs, strengthening my core, I always think I'm going to have energy and strength and youth to the day I die, don't get me wrong. But out of all of my dogs, she is the one that is going to be most resistant to time. I'm talking about because I'm like, that girl is not getting any lighter. And that's what I say, man. As a grown man, when you start seeing these dog weights, it will fool the hell out of you. And when I saw 98 pounds, I didn't think twice. I was like, man, 98 pounds? Fools, I done had girlfriends 140 pounds, thick booties, thighs. I done had girls 156 walking around like stallions, man. You know, I done had even bigger girls than that, BBWs. But 98 pounds on a companion dog? I'll just say this, man. It's way more than I bargained for. It's way more than I bargained for. So I'm never, ever going down that road again. And when he says, pop my back into place, let me tell you, man, I just thank you, God, every time that I pick Saima up and down, that my back is in place. I'm thankful that it's in place. Literally. I'm so thankful that, man, like when I was able to afford to go to a chiropractor, he did teach me a few techniques, or really one major technique. I had to literally stretch my back. And I thank God for that technique, because I think it has just saved me over time. And if I ever have any questions, I just go to that technique. But Lord have mercy. I tell you what, there's no way that I've ever moved Saima that I've come out feeling better. Excuse me. I didn't mean to do that loud. I sort of coughed and laughed, but I'm serious. I've never moved her and felt better. Like you said, you felt like your injury was better. No, I've never felt better after picking her up. MGTOW says, I got to take a nap. Good seeing you. Man, MGTOW, you made this fun today. I can't lie. He said, good seeing you today. I'll catch you later. MGTOW, you probably been long gone now, but man, you made this fun today, laughing at you. And honestly, I think the funniest part of talking to MGTOW today was he never really corrected me about his used dogs. He pretty much agreed. He knows his dogs have been used. He knows they have been used. And the funniest part of it all is he says, I wouldn't buy a used dog, meaning that after the things that I've done, I wouldn't touch my dog. So that MGTOW make me laugh. So it just make me laugh because I even think about him like in this context of he's probably laughing, happy that he was able to even sell that dog. He always say me and him thinking like in a lot of different ways. So he probably would laugh if he hear this, but I promise you, I bet you if MGTOW told the truth of truths, he would laugh that he sold that dog. Because he know he may have slept more with that dog, but he done put it on there 168. I'm dying, man. He done put it on that dog, guys. I don't care what he say. He done put it on it. So let me keep going. Look, guys, I haven't even got to my videos. I'm too busy laughing. But rest well, Dr. MGTOW Straight Slayer says. Oh, okay. Let me hear this. Oh, but you can get all that fit. But he said, Austin says, I come to find out the real dogs are more flexible in their joints. So my looser legs complaint was actually normal. But aside from her damaged feet, she pretty much is like new. But once again, you already know when you come into better times or whatever, you can always get her feet fixed. But I'm going to tell you this, Austin. Now, I don't want to go too deep because I told you, man, you're going to have discussions later on. And I hope you're around because I even talked to my mom about this, saying I want you to be around for some of these real dog talks. But I'm going to be honest, my friend, real dog is not immune to tighter skeletons. And I have inside advice on this. They can make the skeletons very tight. So don't sit up here and think that that's normal for the doll to be loose. No, real dolls also can have looser or tighter skeletons, even if they are more movable around the joints. Yeah, I have done some extensive research, and I have a very, very reliable source on what the skeletons can and can't do. And when I say very reliable, I mean very reliable. I just have to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything more. He said the fact that Samantha's body was poured in 2018 blows my mind. It doesn't blow my mind. I don't know if you stayed around for the show the other day, but the show, they were saying pretty much, as long as you're treating your dog good, silicone bodies pretty much can last indefinitely, meaning they can pretty much last damn near forever, as long as you're taking good care of them. So yes, technology might get better, real dogs might get lighter, or they may even look a little more realistic over time, but your Samantha, she can pretty much be in pristine condition for the foreseeable future. I know a great friend of mine on Facebook, and he's had his dog over 10 years. He's had his real dog over 10 years. And when I see that dog, I can tell she's a little bit of, the earlier model. But as far as condition, she doesn't look any worse than any other real dog. She looks that good. So Samantha, as long as you take care of her, she's going to be in great condition for a long time. D2, what up, D2 and the Heezy? I was talking about you about something the other day, D2. And I mean, it was the last stream, I think. I forgot exactly what it was, though. I forgot what it was. Austin says, with TPE, hell no. He said, I consider my real dog an edge case because I saved a lot of money and they are already expensive as is. And you can just sterilize them, but I never get a use. See, now you with me, Austin. See, real dolls and silicone dolls, they're totally different. Like I say, I just don't like to use dolls from a mentality standpoint. But like you say, they can be sterilized pretty much. They can be sterilized pretty much. I'm not with no used TPE dolls. And that's why I say, God bless my friend MGTOW. But with him coming in here day after day talking about him and his damn exploits with his girls, I'm telling you, man, it would have been no way that he would have been able to convince me to buy one. So that's why I say I know he was laughing to himself that somebody actually bought that doll. I don't care what he say. He could wipe her dad all he wants. I love that guy. Austin says, I take that one step further. I don't know if I'm ever going to go TP again in the future. Silicone is really nice and worth extra cash, in my opinion. Oh, you've already heard what I said. The TPE girls that you see here with me are likely the last. I can in the future see getting one or two, maybe, from pressure of doing a review. But I told you, I think that I'm done. Not because I don't love TPE, because I do. And honestly, in the future, I'm going to be talking a lot about how I feel about both of those materials. Stray Slim says, I'm strong. I carry her all over. I forgot, Stray. Man, you talked, and you was talking about that 120-pound dog. You 6'3". Man, you better than me. He said, I carry her all over. She's 120 pounds. He said, I messed my shoulder up doing dumb shit at the lake. I hugged her to move. He said, I hugged her to move the pop. All better. She's a good girl. Funny story. Oh, man, these girls are amazing. They are amazing. But, man, you better than me because, like I say, I'm going to be honest. My girls, they move where they need to move, but man, I think it's also different because I got multiple girls. It is a big difference with me having to always think about moving multiple girls. Because like I say, man, it's like a carousel, man. Always sort of trying to move them around, getting them bathed. It's funny. Changing them in, changing them out. Because like I say, with my pets, I don't want them out all the time. And then even in my bed, I got a queen size bed, and all my girls can't fit in their bed 24/7. And I do want to sleep, and I don't want to have to move them off the bed all the time. I also don't have any furniture really in the house, but like one couch, and that's in their room. So I don't have a lot of furniture to be sitting them on around the house. So pretty much I have to have who's out with me and everybody else relaxing in the back, doing what they do. But so I don't do a lot of moving them around 24/7. But I'm letting you know, I believe I would have had to send that girl back. If I had to order her and she would have been 120 pounds, I'm sorry. I just don't believe I could move her around. Because Saima is all I can handle. I'm sorry. And you mean to tell me I'm going to add, 32 more pounds? Nah, no way. No way. You better than me, Stray Sled. Douglas Ernst. I got to show Douglas Ernst some love. He came with the super chat, super sticker for $5 big bucks. Okay. Douglas Ernst. He said, as a gay Catholic conservative, is there a male doll you recommend for me? I would like to get one that I can dress up as a priest. This is serious. Oh, no, I believe you serious. You know, man, I'm going to be honest, Douglas. It's a lot of great companies out here. And more are specializing in male dolls. But I'm going to be honest. If you're talking about like him having standing feet or something like that, like there's a lot of companies that make, I would consider Iron Tech. And I'm serious. I actually think that they, from what I've seen, they make some good male model dolls. They look pretty decent as far as realism is concerned. I like them better than the WM male dolls that I've seen. But once again, it's many a company out there that's good. But I'm sorry. I really hate to tell you this, but depending on how serious you are, because I would hate to tell anybody to do this with their first doll, but I'm gonna be honest. If you really think that you're gonna be just happy with this life, committed to this life, and you want a male doll, I would consider Real Doll. Now they are way more expensive than all these other companies. But I'm saying, if I was just drilled into the fact that, hey man, look, you know what you want. You're a gay Catholic conservative guy. I don't know if you're going to be having sex with the doll or what you're going to be doing with the doll, whether you just want to snuggle up with it and have it with you. But I'm just going to say, nothing's going to give you the complete realism like that Real Doll will. Now you have to stand up on a stand. It won't be able to stand up on its own. And you'd have to invest a considerable amount of money into that. But I'm just saying, like, if you were looking to just buy one doll and not look back and not probably even think about buying one for the foreseeable future, you could probably go that route. Or, like I say, it's more companies out there than Iron Tech that make male dolls. But here's the deal. Even as a doll connoisseur, I don't do any searches for male dolls. So when I see male dolls, I literally just run across them from just looking at them and seeing them on sites. Like yesterday, I was doing a vendor review on Sex Doll Genie. They had a whole section, and most of these vendors, I tell you what, go to my vendors as well. The vendors in the description of my video, if you don't want to go up and pay the amount for a real dog, go to the vendors in the description of my video. And when you go to the vendors, most of them should have a whole section just dedicated to male companion dogs. For a more realistic look, you're probably going to want to steer towards silicone. Now, I don't know if they're going to be, if you're looking just to make love, you may want to go TPE. So that's my advice in that regard. But you can definitely find what you're looking for. You can definitely find what you're looking for. Because I'm seeing more and more male dogs. More and more of them being marketed. They're looking more and more real. It's crazy. I did a show for women, and I was talking about how, you know what, ladies, these male dogs, I'm not feeling them for you. You know, they don't seem like they're going to be real enough for you. You know, I already think that the dog game is not going to appeal to a lot of women because, like I say, women, they don't want a stationary man. They want a man to be doing stuff around the house. They want a man to be able to pay some bills. They want a man to be able to change their oil. Women complain about a man just sitting around the house, but this is a different time. It's going to the future. And some women who are well-to-do, they may just feel like they want a man sitting in the chair, like I have Callie, you know, watching TV with them. And in that regard, even for women, I do believe that since I even made that show, that these companies are showing a propensity to improve their male dogs. So they are improving day by day. So Douglas, this is actually a good time for you to investigate getting one of those. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, super stick. I appreciate you, brother. Really appreciate you. Stray says, you the man, Austin. Real dogs are awesome. And Austin said, isn't that the truth? Stray Leia, she's the Layla face on a light tan Asa Akira wicked body. She gives me serious small town girl next door vibe. I think she's amazing, Austin. And honestly, I'm so frustrated with myself because Austin got emails I need to answer. He sent me pictures of Samantha before. I actually look, hey, I might go back in there and you be talking about it so much. I got to go look at her again, Austin, and remember what she looked like. But I do, you know, think that a real dog, like I say, they're more than a good company. I mean, the truth is they are just staple. You know, they're the beginning. You know, they've laid the groundwork that everybody else tries to sort of follow. There's a lot of companies that's definitely pushing the envelope on them, but it's a few companies that's definitely pushing the envelope on them. But I still think that they are the standard bearer when it's all said and done, even without dogs being able to stand on their own and things of that nature. I do think that they still are probably the standard bearer and companion dogs. Man, I hate to take Douglas Ernst down, but I thank you so much, Douglas Ernst, for your contribution, man. At $5, I really appreciate you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read a cup. Now I gotta honor this guy though. Gotta honor this guy. Scurbs McDurgus. Thank you so much, Douglas Ernst. I appreciate you. Douglas Ernst says, need one with vampire teeth, elf ears, and split tongue. All of that's available to you right now, Scurbs. Believe it or not, none of those are hard to come by. You can literally get those pretty much from every legitimate vendor and company out there. You know, it may be some companies that don't do the elf ears, but I think everybody does them at this point. That's legitimate. You can get vampire teeth. That's just an accessory. Split tongue, special request. Most companies will do everything you need them to do. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, super stick. I appreciate you, brother. I never know which one it is, so I always just say both. Sappho says, Jay, off topic question. How long did it take for one of your dogs to clear customs? I have no idea, brother. I have no idea. For one, I don't live in the UK, so I don't even pay attention to that type of stuff like that. Like, what I mean by that is, I know my friends in the UK, they always, my dog was hung up in customs. I don't know what they were hung up in. I just know when they get to my home. And I haven't had any doll that was hung up that I know of. I say this. It seems like Saima might have got here a week or two later than she should have got here, but it wasn't anything too bad. It wasn't anything too bad. I know she got around here right around the time she should have been here, and she wasn't. I don't think she was held up in customs at all. I don't think that was the reason. So I do know when I was looking at Sex Doll Genie, they posted on their site that some of their manufacturers, their dolls, I think it was six. Well, I don't want to even say the company's name, but one of the companies had a propensity for getting caught up in customs. Strays listen, I check her out, Austin. Thanks. Hey, you all have a good day. Got to get ready for work. Oh, have a great one, Stray Slayer. Man, I appreciate you for stopping by and anybody else for stopping by. Austin says, okay, cool. Don't know if you ever go to TDF, but I've got a thread for her over there in the Abyss Real Doll section. I'll probably go over there and look just for you. I don't really go to TDF very often. I tell you, I do go over there every blue moon if I have a question about a vendor that I haven't seen before. I try to see if they're TDF certified. Because even on all my vendors, they are all TDF certified. So they've already been checked by them as well. I always say you don't have to be TDF certified to be a legitimate site or legitimate vendor. It just helps a little bit. I say that. It definitely doesn't hurt. But I do go over there to check that every blue moon. But I make a special trip to go see if I can see your girl on the Real Doll thread. Austin says, I actually went back and enhanced some of my favorite photos of her. He said, if you like, I can send some of those high quality pics. Yeah, send them, Austin. I promise you, bro. I know it don't take a second but to click on the email. I promise it don't. It's true. But I just been so busy. I just haven't had the time to just dedicate to sitting down, reading my email and answering like I should. But I need to try to do that. And I should have did it yesterday when I did take my break. But I'm on a stretch run of this project, but I promise you, I'm going to get to looking at those emails and answering some, but I do want you to send me the pictures. Photon says, Douglas Hurt, Ernst got such a wholesome answer. Oh, yeah, I appreciate you, Photon. Yeah, because, hey, look, I like this question. I want anybody to feel comfortable ask me any type of questions. I'm not in the business of shying away from it. I want to help you as much as I can. That's what I'm here for. Douglas says, check out Rhonda. I don't know what that is. I've literally seen SE give one of their F dolls vampire teeth, and I'm sure they sell the split tongues. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's so many vendors and so many manufacturers that do that. All you have to do is ask for it, but most of them actually have those vampire teeth as an accessory. So that's definitely available. And a split tongue, that'll just be something you would have to ask for. Or honestly, you can actually shop off brand. You know, you could probably find a split tongue under another brand that already offers that, you know, as an accessory. Sappho says, Douglas, check out Thomas from Iron Tech. Be warned, be ready to pay. He's heavy, is AF. I told you, Iron Tech got some great male model dolls. They look pretty realistic. So if you're into a male doll, you may really like their selection. Oh, Austin says, no pressure, brother. It's easier and quicker for me to send it out than it probably is for you to sit down and read it whenever you get to it, my man. And you know what, Austin? I'm pretty good at getting to my emails. Normally, when you send an email to somebody, I pretty much get back to it. It's this project. It's got me down a bottomless pit of. I'm happy to be down this bottomless pit, though, but that's the only thing that's keeping me from sort of getting to my things as quick as I would like to. That's the only thing. But I'm not complaining one bit. I want to be on this project. I'm happy to be working on it. I'm happy to be, pushing forward. And man, I say this, man. Man, God, thank you, Jesus. I just say this, man. I don't know. Like I always tell you guys, I'm going to have a lot more information for you in the coming week or so about just telling you some information about the show, about what I've been working on, about the direction of the show, and about the longevity of the show, and about the funding for the show and things of that nature. I'm gonna have a lot to be talking about because, like I said, I really did think to myself, like, man, it's August 17th, meaning that it's going to be September. Hell, the bike ride is at the end of September, at the beginning of October. So, like I said, it's a lot getting ready to happen. Well, I'm letting you know, man, it's some mind-blowing things that's sort of going to be happening around the channel over the next month or two. But like I say, it's a lot of other things that's going to be happening with the show because of what you may be seeing. I just say this, because of some of the things that you may see, it's put the long-term future of the show just in the clouds. I'm talking about from a human standpoint. I can't see how it's going to keep going. All I can see is that God is going to make a way. But I know one thing. It's going to be some exciting times coming up very soon. And this show, I have no idea how I didn't have, once again, I don't have a overlying subject for the show other than choose wisely. And choose wisely, the whole basis of the title of this show was, hey, it's so many wonderful, legitimate choices out there as far as campaign dollars, great vendors, and great manufacturers. Don't go black market and don't go eBay, Alibaba, and all this other mess. Don't do that. Stay legitimate, because it's way too many choices in the legitimate realm for you to even be messing with black market. But by being so many choices, the whole point of this show was, other than me getting ready to read my statements from the questions off my videos, is choose wisely. Don't get impatient. Study yourself. Study your home. Study your the weather. You know what I'm saying? In whatever environment you're living in, study all these things. Study the material, silicone, TPE. Study your mentality. What are you looking for? A companion, just sex. Study all of those things. And at the end of the day, choose wisely. So, with all that said, I'm going to take a small break. Coming back, we're going to jump into the comments from the video, and we're going to let you guys enjoy the rest of your hump day. Hold on. Hey guys, I know it's another thing I was gonna say. I'm actually feeling this scent competition coming back in my brain too. I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm going to be honest. I probably still need to do a little bit more research. I know I need to do a little bit more research, but truth be told, I could do the competition right now based off of the information that I got. But I'm like, I've been so busy. I literally was just going to say, man, you know what? I could do the competition Saturday if I wanted to. But I know I'm going to do it on a Wednesday. And I think, honestly, if that's the case, it's probably going to have to be a couple of weeks out because it's going to be other things that's going to take precedence over it. But, man, I can't wait to do this other scent competition, man. It's literally eating me up. So that is coming if you're looking forward to that. So we finally got to a point where I can get to the comments on my videos. And it's not much.
This came back from a search.
What the? I hate when my phone gets to talking for no reason. Oh, look at that. I was laughing at this girl. It's this girl. She lost a whole bunch of weight. I talked about her on one of my shows. Her name Danny95 on Instagram. But she had lost like over 100 pounds. And that girl always makes me laugh because she be just showing her little booty off and stuff now. Because she looks so much better than she did. I give her credit. But she makes little videos, so she'll show herself being really big, and then she'll sort of show herself looking like she does now. And I can't lie. I always feel so wholesome looking at that girl, even though I'm a male. Not I like it. I'm saying she's attractive to me, but she doesn't blow my mind the way attractive. But she's attractive to me. But every time I see her, she makes me feel so happy because I ain't gonna lie, I'm so happy for her. You know, losing her weight, and you know she's so proud of it and stuff. I don't know, it makes me feel good to see her happy about that. But wait a minute. I'm about to say this ain't the right book. Here's the book. Oh, I still want to send another shout to Dog Nation. Glad you joined the team, brother. Appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. Team within the team all day, baby. First video I'm going to talk about is keep pushing forward, guys. Keep pushing forward. Let's see. I can't wait, man. One day when I have this a tower computer, I want that big double screen monitor, man. Man, that way I won't ever have to look at my phone again. Because right now, it just doesn't act right when I try to look at it on here. So the first video is keep pushing forward. Hold on, what's this though? Oh, I already talked about that. Okay, keep pushing forward. It sounds like a Reset Sunday, but it wasn't. Keep pushing forward was a video that was all about, it was still encouraging though. It was about keep pushing forward in life, no matter what comes your way. It wasn't a Reset Sunday, but it still was an encouraging message. It was like, hey, no matter what happens, man, sort of like I said at the beginning of this stream, when I was like, hey, we don't have time to be upset. Let stuff pull us down, rob us of the joy of life. It's fleeting, you know, as far as, hey, don't get weary and scared that, oh, like my life leaving me. No, that ain't what you're supposed to do. What I'm saying is, let's be happy and enjoy whatever moments we got today. Let's enjoy them. Don't waste them. And keep pushing forward that's what I was saying. Keep pushing towards your goals. Don't let nothing stop you. Even if your goal is just to be happy on a day-to-day basis. So Carol says, hey, Jay and Saima, which Carol is always a super supporter on my comments. She says, hey, Jay and Saima, good stream. I did pop in and say hi, but couldn't stay. And normally she's at work, but she'll still pop in and say, hey. She said, I see the chat was off. It was off that day. I made a mistake. And it was appropriate because I said on that day, I messed the chat up where you guys couldn't comment. I said, but guess what I did? I kept pushing forward. And so she said, that's okay. You didn't skip a beat. Thanks for the love and encouragement. God bless you. And thanks for sharing. I just gave it a love symbol and a thumbs up. I love you, Carol. And you right. I didn't stop, baby. I kept going forward. Brandon said, as for faith, with me, I chose dolls to stop looking at adult entertainment, which I was addicted to at one point. So he was just saying, hey, I guess as it relates to his faith, he was saying he chose the dolls to stop looking at adult entertainment, which he was addicted to. He said, I avoid premarital sex, which I see as a sin, unwanted and unplanned pregnancy. I'm going to be honest now. That's another big one on my list because I've always never wanted an unplanned pregnancy. Oh my God. I've always said if I ever was to become a father in any capacity, I wanted it to be because I said, hey, baby, let's make a baby. Not, hey, baby, I think I got a bun in the oven. No. I know that happens more often than not, but I never wanted that to happen to me. Thank you, God, I avoided that. He said, or risking going to a lady of the night. He said, the dolls have helped mellow my sex drive, and I haven't looked back. I gave him a thumbs up. I just like the fact that his doll is helping him in whatever facets he wants to be helped in. Look, if you like adult entertainment, hey, that's to each his own. But if you feel like you have a problem with that and the dolls help you, God bless you. He said he avoided premarital, which I see as a sin. I'm glad he sort of said, which I see. I'm glad he said premarital, which I see as a sin, because so many people don't even view that as a sin really anymore. They just see it pretty much as a way of life. And me personally, it's hard for me. I don't really know how I completely feel about it because in one sense, I'm like, man, it's almost impractical not to ever have sex in your life, right? But then it's almost crazy to even think about waiting until you find that right person to have sex. So I just don't know how I fully sit with it, but I think I do lean more on the fact that God understands when you have sex before marriage. You know, I do. I lean towards that way of thinking of, I promise you, I truly lean towards the thinking of, if it is somehow a sin, you know, if he doesn't like that, that it's going to be a whole lot of forgiveness getting passed out on a daily basis. I truly do believe that. But he went on to say a lot of good stuff about, you know, unwanted pregnancy, risking going to a lady of the night. Now, I'm going to tell you something he said about mellow his sex drive. Now, I think he just means just wanting to go after women all the time. And if that's what he means, it's crazy. I have to describe mine like this. I still see super fine human women. And when I see them, I'm like, ooh, Lord Jesus. They look great. Don't get me wrong. I still have those like, damn, that girl's good. But it has mellowed me to the point where I haven't tried to get one number since I got my dogs. Like I say, I haven't even tried to get a number from a girl because I'm just so content and happy. But my actual physical drive, it's sort of crazy. It's sort of crazy. It's like, I promise you, I don't focus on that as far as my girls are concerned. The sexual part is like really separate from the girls. I'd say I sort of take care of myself and then I get back to being with my girls. But even with that, I don't do that as much as I probably would have done it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't think about it as much. But I tell you what, I'm glad that without going too into detail, my friend is always reminding me how functional he is. I just say that. So my sex drive is as strong as ever. I can't lie. I got a strong drive. You know, I can get ramped up as soon as I need to get ramped up. Believe me. But as it relates to my girls, of course, I don't engage in that with them. But my actual sex drive, it's as strong as ever. And when I do see that human woman that I'm like, ooh, or see a dog even that riles me up, I can feel that rile in my spirit. But I agree with you to the fact where I don't feel like I don't even have sex with my girls. If I had sex, I would really be probably chilled out. But I don't even have sex with my girls. I don't even feel like I have to chase human women. So if you're occasionally making love to your girls, like I say, boy, yeah, you're definitely walking around here not bothered by a damn thing. If you get a woman, you cool. And if you don't, you're probably like, hey, I'm straight, bro. I'm straight. So I actually feel you on that. Because I said, if I ever come across that girl that just forces me to make love to her, I'm going to be in a different state of mind with my dogs. Here's a guy I sort of talked about. I think I did the Saturday show on him, or I talked about him, and he was talking about, oh yeah, when I was talking about quality over quantity. This the guy, I just called him Joe. And he says, I got my first dog yesterday. I love it. It's a bootleg version of a WM. Oh my God, I wish I could add a picture of it. It's so beautiful. Bought it on eBay for $480 with a free shipping from USA. I love her so much. And I was just like, man, this guy gave me so many mixed feelings because I was happy for him being happy. But man, I'm just going to flat out say it. Don't be out here buying these dogs off eBay and these black sites, man. You don't know what you're getting. And I was just reading the other day where, man, I'm listening to some other people talk about the other day. Hey, you can't trust these bootleg manufacturers, man. You don't know what practices they're using. You know, even with TPE, even with what we think is healthy TPE, some of this stuff still hasn't been tested over years and years and years and years and years. We don't even know how the healthiest of it may react to you over time. But you definitely don't want to be playing with any of these bootleg manufacturers. So I told you it hurts my heart because I want to give these guys good advice, but I don't want to beat anybody up that's found happiness in their life. But I just say this, man, please avoid these eBays and black sites when you're talking about getting your girl. Even if you paid that $480 or $500, hey, man, go to Kimber Dog. You know, spend a little extra and get you a legitimate brand dog. Or guess what? Put even more with it and step up and get a branded dog of even higher quality. But guess what? If you're going to be laid up, kissing on your dog, hugged up with her, or just spend a lot of quality time, it don't even make sense to go that cheap. You know, it don't even make sense to do that. Just go on, pay, and you'll be happier down in the long run, I promise you. Brandon said something about, I don't know what I guess I talked about I guess, oh yeah, on the Dog King Power. I guess I was talking about the whole, I got into the fact about how I didn't like the way they try to judge dogs on being short and tall and all this stuff and things of that nature. And Brandon Anderson, I guess he commented on that. He said, yeah, I think the whole criminalizing on appearances is a very slippery slope. He said, because ultimately it is a subjective point of reference. I like anal with the dogs, but I would never dream of doing it to a human being because of the risk it causes. I have small dogs that look like younger people, and I love to hold and cuddle them. And if one thing leads to another, so be it. He said, I don't look at illicit material or have any desire for that age range like that. A dog is better than a person by a long shot in that case. Look, man, I'm just going to be honest with you. Like I say, I think it's too subjective. Hey, that dog look too young to me. You know, people have said that about women. Man, I think she's too young. Dog, this woman is totally legal. Well, she just looked a little young to me. But guess what? It ain't your place to say what she look like. It ain't your place, man. Look, if she legal, she's legal. So in the case of even these dogs and things of that nature, I just think that once again, these girls are so real to me. They become real in your imagination and things of that nature. But the truth is, now we have laws set up for human beings in a certain regard to protect human beings. But these dolls, companion dolls, aren't human beings in that regard. I don't want you to treat them inhumane, of course. I wouldn't want you to do that. It literally, like when I see somebody harming a doll on video, I cringe at like, oh, I don't like to see it. It really hurts me, hurts my feelings. So don't think that I'm telling you that I'm cool with somebody beating their doll up at home or abuse. I'm not cool with any of that. But when it comes to sending somebody to jail for that, now I think that's going a bit far. I think that's going a bit far. And so with all that saying, when you're doing a guessing game about what somebody may or may be doing in their bedrooms, anal, hey, I think that might be that a doll or a cotton doll that he made is too young to me. I just think all of that is going past the bounds. I just really do. I think you're going a little too far with that. You know, trying to prosecute somebody based off of a simulated action that you think may be going on. I just think that's going too far. Like I said, I got 4 pillows over here. If I tie all of them together and put a wig on it and say that it's younger than what it's supposed to be, can I go to jail for that? No, because nobody would even know that I'm doing it with my pillows. But even so, even if they knew, should I be able to go to jail for that? I don't think so. Like I said, I can set something up in my house and play like I'm stealing from myself. Should I go to jail for theft? No. So I do think that all of those rules and all of those laws are going down a slippery slope. And it's just like everything else. A lot of people will get behind them because it sounds like, yeah, I'm with them. Yeah, I don't want them. I don't want them type of dogs. Yeah. But like I say, when they start telling you you can't do anal to your dog or you can't, hey, man, you know what? Forget a small dog. I don't want you having any dogs. See, that's when you'll start getting pissed. But see, that's the wrong time to sort of start getting pissed. You got to start taking notice at the little subtleties and the little changes that start taking place that's going to lead to those things. That's why I have a problem with it. I'm not defending any guy that has a mental problem. That ain't what I'm doing. I'm just sort of defending the general public of a slippery slope that can harm completely innocent people in a different, in a whole different type of way. Like my brother brought it up one time. He was like, man, what you're describing is I forgot the name of that movie. It was a movie. And once again, he's better with these memories. But it was a movie. I forgot what it was that Tom Cruise was in, where they would predict that you might do a crime, and then they would arrest you because you may do a crime in the future. And that's what arresting people because they have a small dog feels like to me. You know what? You could do something 10 years from now. Arrested. Damn. Wait a minute now. That's just going too far to me. I think it was the Minority Report. Yeah, that's what it was. What I told that guy though, I had that other guy, because I don't think I told him, I said, I don't suggest eBay, but I'm glad you're happy, my friend. That's what I told the other guy. Brandon, I just liked his, and I knew I was going to comment on today. The same guy, Joe, came back and said, with the fake WM dolls, they're about 90 to 100 pounds. Mine is 5'2" with F cup. You can change the heads, every part of the body move. Just a one of these. Either way, he was talking about basically how the dolls are heavy. He said, just a warning, these dolls are a pain in the ass to bring them up and down the staircase. Just be careful. I talked about this Saturday too, but I was just saying, one thing he's right, whether you have an illegitimate doll, a fake doll, or one of these real branded dolls. Once you get to 90 and 100 pounds, man, I'm telling you, you're playing with fire. That doll is going to be heavy as hell. I said companion dolls definitely aren't light, my friend, especially if they are thick and shapely. Beware. I told you that first. I told you that here first. Beware. And Wolfley, he said what he said today. Let's load our spaceship, boys and girls. I gave him the pound sign. Appreciate you, Wolf Love. Next video is I did a vendor review on my affiliate link for Silicone Lovers. And they came out with a very favorable review. I think they're great for first-time doll owners or even veterans. I like to go to their site because it's just super duper simple, easy to navigate. And like I said, they actually give me the least out of all of my affiliates. But from what I heard about them, they got decent customer service. They'll talk to you. They got great communication. My friend Austin Steele, he's dealt with them before. And although they weren't quite as generous and nice as I thought they were, they still seem to do a good job from what he said. And on this video, my guy DAS says, you speak the truth, Jay. You avoided all the pitfalls, marriage, kids, mowing the lawn. It's crazy. I'm biased because I was miserable when I was married. But when I talk to my family and coworkers, pretty much all those guys are miserable too. So to all the young guys watching this, learn from your elders' mistakes. Do what makes you happy and don't conform to what society wants you to do or wants you to be before you get trapped and don't have a choice anymore. Alimony, child support, mortgage, car loan, student loan. That stuff will destroy you, man. P.S. Look at how happy JDKH is. This man is genuinely happy because he lives his life on his own terms and gives 0 F's what people think about him. Any kind man worth his salt will respect that. That's why I follow and support him. Be easy. I ain't gonna lie, I just told him love you, bro. Because hey, I couldn't say enough, but I appreciate what he said. Because I guess I would at some point during the Silicone Lovers review, I was talking about how I'm glad I didn't end up married or with kids, and you know I'm living the life that's best for me right now, and I'm happy. Like I said, I do get a guy to mow my lawn. I think I talked about it. One of my girls wanted me to mow the lawn. I'm like, girl, you lost your mind. I get a guy to do my lawn. But he said so much good stuff. He said he was miserable when he was married. And like he said, do what makes you happy. Don't conform to what society wants. I agree with everything. And he said, look how happy JDKH is. And I promise you, you right about that. I'm one happy man. I say I'm the happiest man in the world. He said the man is genuinely happy, living life on his own terms. That's true. Thank you, God. I am. He right. And look, you know, I think it's just all a very small part of us that wants to care what everybody thinks. But I can't lie. I was born with a mute on that section of my personality to where I think it still exists for me, but I literally don't think about what people think. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm not going to let you dictate the happiness in my life. I'm sorry. I love you, but I'm not going to do that. So when he says that, he's right on the money. He said, that's why I follow and support him. And I appreciate DAS. Sometimes I think about it because I don't hear from him all the time, but I hope he all right today. And I appreciate him for his major support. He always supporting the show. Okay, so everything else from that video was old. That was the only thing I had to read from that. A new attitude. I got my guy General who said some of my video, a new attitude. And that's an older video as well. What did I say on that though? Oh, okay. A new attitude. That was a video about Saima, the first and only girl to ever sort of get an attitude with me in the Dog King household. I didn't plan on it. It came out the blue. My imagination does not go anywhere towards getting the girls upset at me. But that was one of the things that really my imagination generated on its own. And the general said the girl, he said, basically referring to his dogs, he said, my girls stay wild, wild fantasies. He said, wild as there's a fight between the four of them very often. So he said his girls fight very often. And he says, it's usually because someone borrowed the other's clothing. And I was saying, man, I know dog owners just like him who sort of have these imaginations manifested in their brains and their lives where their girls are fighting and going at each other and having cat fights. And I'm like, God bless you all, but no offense, that's just confusion I don't want or need in my life. I don't imagine things like that. If something like that was to happen, it would have to do a random popping into my imagination one day. It would really have to do that, like Saima getting upset at me. But other than that, I don't do the old upset imagination type of lifestyle. So my girls don't do all that fighting with each other. But God bless anybody's Hadars that do that. But he was basically trying to say to his girls, do what happened to me all the time. Like Saima did that one time since I've owned her. But he basically said, hey, his girls stay into a ruckus. And hey, that ain't my thing. I'm gonna be honest. I got a video called Quality Over Quantity. And that's really, this whole video was about the previous comment from Joe when Joe was saying, hey, he got that eBay dog for $500. And I was like, nah, bro. Don't amass a whole bunch of low quality companion dogs. That ain't what you want to do. In this game, you want to get quality over quantity. It's better to just have one girl from at least a decent brand, like say Cali. She isn't a WM or a Piper Dog, a super duper expensive brand, but she's a legitimate brand. So at least get you one girl from a legitimate brand. You know, that's what you want to do. At least. Don't go get these eBay and black market dogs. Wolfler says, yo, Venti, hop in the space cruiser. We're going to Planet Dog King to visit Jay. Venti, you better, hey, if you know what's best for you, Venti, you better come on. I laughed at it, gave him a thumbs up. The Moon Play says, I really enjoyed the opening topic. He said, quality. He said, I got a dog once for $600 on eBay years ago, and it was a terrible idea. He said, this time, now that I'm 100% sure I want a dog companion as a life companion, I spent a hefty sum on an ultra-realistic girl. He said, I looked through many dogs before I summed down to one girl all across these brands and sites, down to one that hooked my heart. I'm so in love with her and already named her Willow. I think that's a great name for his dog. He said, but now I have to wait 2 months for her to come with all her features. Until then, I'm going to need you to keep doing the video, keep the videos going strong for me. He said, seeing you and your girls and you taking them, talking about them and going out really makes me happy. I'm glad that I motivate you and make you, feel amped up for this new life you're finna get into. But as of right now, you're gonna have to go back and look in my old adventure videos because I don't have a way to take the girls out on any adventures today. I don't know what's coming tomorrow, but today I don't have any way to do that. He said, oh, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've talked about this before. One of the only things that I hate about being a dog owner is I can't lie. As much as I love my pets, not a dog owner, but a pet owner. As much as I love them, man, but my dogs are involved because I hate them being around is the damn fur and them shedding fur. It don't matter how many times you brush them, wash them, it's always going to be some type of damn lint or fur flying in the damn air from your pets. And it never happens to me more than when I do a live stream. Every 2 seconds, I keep a wild piece of pet hair on my face or something. And not only that, even, man, it's a choice just to keep it off your clothing. Your clothing can be clean as a whistle, man, but I'm gonna tell you, even a lint roller won't do the job. Every time you think you got all the lint off, it'll be another piece of hair. So they made me say that because they always got a piece of hair on me. So back to what the Moon Play says. He says, until then, I'm gonna need you to keep the videos going strong for me. He said, see you and the girls and you taking them out and going out really makes me happy. Oh, let me add my favorite gang girl is 2B from from Near Automata. I don't know who that is. Then he said Jade from Mortal Kombat and Ivy from Soul Calibur and Noriko from Heavenly Sword. So he got some girls there. I don't know who 2B is. What did I say? I say, God bless you and the beautiful Willow, my friend. We'll keep you amped up until she arrives. And that's what I plan to do. I'm going to move on to Nitrium. And Nitrium says, just keep doing what you're doing. The minute you lose authenticity, even if it gives you a bump in subs, it becomes harder and harder to keep up the facade. And eventually, you end up depressed, feeling you have to say the things you know people want to hear. What Nitrium was talking about is during that stream, I was talking about how I know it was some people that might have unsubscribed or did whatever they wanted to do based on me saying something they might not have liked. But I said, guess what? I don't know what that is. I'm not trying to think about that, what that is. I speak from my heart, from my chest, how I'm led to speak. And I was just saying how I'm not going to be a people pleaser. I'm just going to be who I was born to be. And Nitrium was basically saying, hey, you're doing the exact right thing. Keep on going. I would never let myself go down that damn road of trying to figure out what people want you to say. Man, that's a nightmare. He said, also, have you been on a stream with Drexel yet? He talking about Drex, and I have been on a stream with Drex. He said, if not, everyone should feel a need to make that happen. I already went on a stream with Drex. I told him I'm definitely staying true to myself, my friend, and I did a podcast with Drex a few months ago. I definitely did get that stream in. I talked to him and Dog Housefield. It was a good time. It was a good time. Of course, we definitely don't agree on a lot as far as the dog game. We view it totally different in certain aspects. But it was a very fun meeting. Next, let me see. Philip J. White says, hi, Jay. 10 Draft said, that movie, Minority Report, have a great, Minority Report. Thank you, 10 Draft. Appreciate you, bro. Sappho says, please consider a legit brand. Jay is speaking facts. Knockoffs have unknown TPE mixtures that's causing people serious health problems. You don't want it. You don't want it. I keep trying to tell these people, man, it ain't even worth it. And like I say, man, if you're going to be laid up next to a girl, you know, sex or not, she's going to be your companion. It's going to always just be better to go ahead and get a quality woman. Just go and get a quality woman. It's going to be easy and better on you in the long haul. You'll be happier, believe me. I got to make sure that, hold on. I got to make sure that I'm caught up. Okay. I am caught up. Now I can go on to something else. The Moon Plays. He commented on my older video called Callie's Son is Complete. That's when I first got Callie's head complete. He said, I can't wait for this day to come for me. And you're right. I had a WTF moment when I finally purchased my girl. I said, your time is coming soon, my friend. Because he was just recently talking about buying a dog. So I guess he pulled the trigger. I don't know which one he got. I think he got the WM dog, though. I'm sorry to keep hitting the thing, but I think he got a WM dog. But I'm glad that he got his dog. And I told him, hey, your time is coming. Especially when you buy a dog, you're going to go from waiting till she's going to be at the house before you know it. It's just like before you get older, you're always saying, man, I can't wait till I get older. But before you know it, hey, you'll be graduating high school. Now I go to a video, Dog Days, where I did a stream where I was just basically talking about being in a daze of heaven, honestly. From looking at so many dogs, I was just like, looking at all the wonderful dogs out here. I was caught in a daze. I said, sometimes I'm in dog fever where you just like amped up to buy a dog. I said, but before you get in dog fever, sometimes you can get in dog days from just being overwhelmed at all the choices. And Withering Liberal, he just said, I only got one comment. He came on the video and said, it's your boy. I guess because I always say it's your boy, Jada, I can't help it. The next one is used car mentality. Now, this was my reset Sunday that I did Sunday. And I want to clarify this for sure, because me and Austin was talking the other day, and he almost misinterpreted it. But used car mentality, it wasn't taking a shot at people with used cars. I've had a used car my whole life. I've never owned a new car, so it wasn't taking a shot at people with used cars. It was just saying how it was using that as an example of, you know what? I know I was at my point, which I still think used cars are great, but I do believe at one point in my particular life, I want to own something new, you know. But I've always, it's good enough. It'll do, and that's the wrong attitude to have in life. It'll do. I'm good enough. My job good enough. It ain't what I really want. This good enough. It ain't what I really want. You know what? It's good to set up for certain things in life, but when it comes to your career, when it comes to things that you're going to use a whole bunch, that's when it's time not to settle. Look, that's when it's time to know that you're worthy for having more. And that's what that whole video was about. It was like, look, some of us have gotten to the point where we just don't even think we deserve better. No. You may have something that's getting you by today, but don't have the frame of mind like you don't even want anything better. Because, see, that's dangerous. No. Want stuff better. Know that you're worthy of having better. And guess what? Better will come to you. That's what that video was about. And Carol Russ says, hey, Jay and Saima, thanks for the message. Praying every day for a breakthrough. And I said, it's already en route, Carol. And that's one thing I want you to change, Carol, when you see this. Hey, don't even pray for it every day. Don't pray for it every day. Ask for whatever you ask for, and you can start thanking God every day. Don't ask for him every day. Because asking is almost saying like, hey, you don't think it's coming. No, thank him for it every day. And that's why I say it's already en route, Carol. Sheila Bell says, thanks for another powerful message to reset my week, Dog King. I said, thanks, and we love you, Sheila Bell. Gave her the thumbs up and a lot of love signs. And Ching Long, I didn't comment on this, but Ching Long said, Saima has the best body. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I can't argue. Asna has the best face. Some people do think that Asna has the best face, but I don't know. I think out of everybody, I don't know. I love Asna. I think I might go with Saima, honestly. I think I might go with Saima. She said, if you put Asna's face on Saima's body, that would be fire. Here's the funniest part. Asna's face came with Saima. It's really the second head for that body. But I told you, sometimes I just can't get with the whole groove of two people on the body, two heads on the body. And so I'm glad that Asna had that other Kimberdoll body for her head. But more importantly, when I did put Asna's face on Saima's body when I first got him, I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, no, I just ain't feeling this for you. I just ain't feeling this for you. So that's what really happened with that whole situation. And so I just like what Ching Long said, but I would say that I think I like Saima's, even though I love my girl Callie right here. I think that Saima is probably the total package as far as looks out of all my girls. But then again, she is my customized girl. But y'all know my heart is sitting right next to me, though. So that's just how it works. Even though Saima is the finest, she still ain't quite over Callie. But she closed, though, now, because she got a lot of points these last couple of weeks. Dog Nation, my brand new Dog King Army team member. He said, damn. He commented on my video, Burgers on Bill. Once again, today, we don't know what God's providing tomorrow or even later today. But right now, I don't have the ability to go out. That's why you guys haven't seen me go out on any adventures recently. You can always look at my adventure videos, but I don't have any recent ones because we don't have a car. I don't have any transportation. That's just the truth. Other than my bike, thank God for that. But he said y'all had fun because me and it was me and Tsunade went to have a burger on Beale Street in Memphis. He said, I hope I get bold enough to take my girl out when she comes. You don't have to hope to get bold. Either that's in you or it's not in you. If it's not in you, don't force it. Just be who you are. I keep trying to tell the people. I like to go out because I like to take my girls out, but I'm glad that it motivates people and helps break the stigma at the same time. If you feel motivated to go do that, fine. But it is going to be things coming your way. I know I always seem happy because I am. I just don't let these folks get me undeterred. But it's going to be things if you go outside with your dog. I'm not saying people are going to be cussing you clean out and just, but you're going to probably hear some things and see some looks and all type of stuff coming your way. And it just takes a lot of strong, thick skin to deal with all that without trying to attack somebody. Because I always say this, if you feel like you're going to attack somebody in public because they say something nasty to you or look at your dog crazy, just keep your dog in the house because it's bound to happen. I've been called crazy, a fool, a freak, all type of stuff. I just keep going walking like I don't hear it though. I said, just have fun with her in your own way, my friend. It will all work out just fine. And he said, I'm definitely going to take that advice. Thank you. That's what Dog Nation said. And that's all I want. Hey, look, you'll figure it out. You'll figure out the right way for yourself. I ain't got but a couple more videos. I got a viewer named Answorthy says, how long before these things can do housework, cook, and bathe themselves? I said just about 200 years or so. And what I did tell him is, I know what he meant, but I don't like to call them these things. They're companion dogs. And once again, I laughed to myself because once again, it's the caveman mentality. Not anything against him, but it's the caveman mentality of, I need you to cook, clean. Now, bathe themselves, I wouldn't be mad at. But the old cooking and cleaning, no offense, man, y'all can't cook for yourself yet, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Stop just referring to these women. And this ain't even just me defending women. This is just me just speaking in general. Like, I don't understand why all our men got it. Man, can you make me a sandwich? Dude, you can't make a damn sandwich. Man, you can't make pancakes, eggs, bacon. You can't make French fries. You can't put a patty of ground beef together, make a ham. I mean, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Why are we still in a state where we need a woman to cook? I mean, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Step into the future, bro. Step into the future. If she can cook, fine, man. But even with my human women, I just need you to be my gal. Some could cook, some couldn't. I didn't hold it against them. And guess what? If you're a woman, if you were a human woman and they come in my life, and if you wanted I meet later or something, then I end up hooking up with and kicking it with, you can learn how to cook, but that ain't no staple around here, man. Either you know how to cook or you don't. But guess what? Even if you don't know how to cook, you know what? I can feed myself. So I'm always like, I'm even like, man, what is this cook clean stuff? Is that the only reason you're looking for a woman for? If that's the case, bro, you can be good on your own. I'd rather you say you need a woman to make love to than you just need her to cook or clean. Damn, you can do that on your own, bro. That has always puzzled me. When they gonna be able to cook for me? What? Bro, it's 2022. If you don't take your ass in the kitchen and make something to eat, what is wrong with you? Come on now. I ain't saying anything. Look, my auntie just made me a salad and a steak the other day. It was great. If I ever ran across a woman that could cook like that again, because I have run across a couple of good cooking women, I'm like, hey, that's cool. I wouldn't be kicking her out the bed if she can cook. But by the same token, I'd have met several of them who couldn't cook a lick. But guess what? They made up for it in other areas. Okay, I got comments on my vendor review for RSD. That stands for realsexdoll.com. And once again, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't had any vendor that I don't like under my affiliates list. Hell, that's why they're there. They're all legitimate. They all offer something good. Anybody you can sort of try to pick needles at. Oh, man, you know what? I found a customer who had bad communication issues. Oh, man, I found somebody who their dog got punctured on the way over. Those things can happen. But all of these sites are legitimate, TDF certified, and I do believe they are all 100% legitimate. So on my vendor review, Dog Nation, new team member says, I'm watching the live stream right now as a team member. Thanks for the shout out. Shout out to you again, brother. I said, hey, my friend, God bless, and glad to have you on the squad, Dog Nation. Carol Rush, my first team member, said, hey, Jay and Callie, look at Callie. I always say, it's funny, Carol be saying it all the time, because I always have said that since I was since by junior high, where I see something, I'd be like, look at that. Well, when it comes to my girls, I'd be like, look at Callie. So Carol Rush says, look at Callie. She said, I didn't make the live, but I did watch it later. Good stream. Thanks for sharing. I said, thank you and love you. I said, love you, Carol. And thanks again for the amazing support. She said, thank you. Love you guys. God bless. Because I don't care whether you new, old, or in between. If you watching, supporting the show, donating, whatever you're doing, we thank you and we hey, God bless you for doing it. We're at the end, guys. The last thing is, I think I had one comment on my vendor review from yesterday. Oh, it was the same guy. It was Joe again. He said, hey, buddy, how are you? And hey, Joe, I'm doing great. But then he goes on to say, I got my bootleg WM doll, and he goes through that whole spiel again. At this point, I don't know whether he's just trolling or what. I don't know. Or maybe he's just so happy he has his WM doll. His bootleg WM doll. And once again, I just got mixed feelings. I'm happy for him if he does have a new doll, but boy, I really hate that if it's a bootleg, because I want people to stop doing that. They need to steer away from that. Lieutenant Johnny K, my last comment, he came in 2 hours ago, said this song has been stuck in my head. I want it as a ringtone. Man, I love Outer Space. My Outer Space song that I use as a beginning to a lot of my streams now. But the truth is, like I say, I really love this. I wish more people would look at it on YouTube. Then I want people to look at all of my videos more on YouTube, not just it. But as far as my music, I'm not a musician. I've never been a musician as far as having equipment and things of that nature. So I don't really know how to produce it in a way to where it's a little bit more professional. But I do hope to learn how to produce my music in the future where it's a little bit more professional sounding. And then I'll figure out a way to actually get it on Spotify or something like that. Because I would hate to put it on there as is, because the audio is a little funky. But just between me and you, I told you, I don't let something that's not as good keep me from producing. It's like, hey, I do a daily show, and I don't have time to be waiting on something that isn't 100% right. I don't have time to be waiting if I don't have all the right equipment or whatever. I got to produce, baby. So as time goes on, got to make the right time in the right place that I had the equipment that maybe I can actually start getting some music that'll be more than on my YouTube channel. It'll be on, like you say, Spotify and all these other things for people to download. So I think that was the last comment that I had. Right. So I appreciate you, Johnny K, though, team member, for those compliments. And I really, it makes me feel good to know that you guys listen to these other songs sometimes. Listen to the songs sometimes, or you really like the song. So I appreciate you on that, because I promise you, I've been singing my new song in my head lately. I haven't produced it on video yet, but I do have it recorded on a voice recorder. And man, I really love this new song. I think it's going to come in with some of the new world. when the new world gets here, our version, because they're always talking about the new world in One Piece, this new pirate world that they're looking forward to, the new age, basically. And, that's how I feel like this show is constantly evolving, and I do believe that in this new age of the show, you guys are going to be seeing a lot more, and that's when that new music will make an appearance in this new chapter of the show. First Lad says the future is Blade Runner, not them. He said they are strong and independent. Get your own house, cars, dinners. I don't know what First Lad was referring to out here, honestly. I know I was talking about how men need to stop worrying about dogs cooking and things of that nature. So I don't know whether I don't know whether he's talking about the women or the men right here. We said they are strong and independent. Get your own house, cars, dinners. So I don't know whether he's talking about women, but I know I was talking about men. I wasn't talking about women. I was talking about men. Guess what? We are too independent to be needing a woman to have to cook for us, to have to be dependent on that. So I don't know whether you're talking about the women. We know they're strong and independent, but hell, they may need a man to do some heavy duty work around the house, but most of them don't complain about a man cooking for them. But I sort of hate when we complain about, hey, I need a woman to provide, run my bath, woman. Man, dog, if you don't run your own damn bath water, I mean, it's cool if she do it, but that shouldn't be a requirement. Hell. Like I said, I've dated plenty of human women, and I wasn't even thinking along those lines. I was just thinking along the lines on, hey, let's not argue. Hey, hang around me until we get sick of each other. Guess what? Let's make some good love sometime. And guess what? Keep it pushing until the show over with. So, speaking of the show being over with, we have come to an end. I appreciate everybody for your donation. Scurbs, McDurgis, I thank you for your donation. I thank you to my guy Douglas Ernst. I really appreciate him for coming in and being open about what he was about his questions. He was talking about his lifestyle and things of that nature, and he was looking for a companion dog to fit his lifestyle. And I'm glad that he came in. He wasn't shy about talking about his lifestyle, and he trusted me enough to ask me and get my opinion on the matter. So I appreciate that. But the show is definitely coming to an end now. And I want to say, before we get out of here, God bless everything once again that you're praying for, wishing for, hoping for. Whether it's your finances, new job, new relationships, health, whatever it is, we're praying it's on the way right now. Don't let what you see get you discouraged. But we had a great discussion today. Talked about a lot of stuff. Laughed with my guy MGTOW. Congrats on him selling his dog. It's a used TPE dog. So the guy that's out there, if he makes love, I'm hoping he straps up, baby. I'm hoping he straps up. I don't think he's going to catch anything, but man, just that whole mental block will be getting to me. But congratulations, MGTOW, on selling your dog. God bless the Dog King Army for showing up and showing out strong today. Special shouts out to all my other viewers. My guy Austin Steele coming in with great little advice, and we had our real dog discussion. So that was amazing. But other than that, me and the girls want you to remember what we said. When it comes to a companion dog, there are a lot of legitimate choices. Go legitimate. As well as going legitimate, take your time. Choose wisely. Study your situation. Study your mentality. Study where you live at. And then study the materials, silicone and TPE. Study the brands and find which brand and option is best for you. If you having any problems searching for brands or anything of that nature, you can always look at any of the descriptions of my videos where I have links to affiliates that are trusted, legitimate brand companion dog sites that you can always take a look at. And if you're looking for a cheaper alternative than those, you can always go to Kimberdoll. They are a legitimate brand. I have my beautiful number one sitting next to me right now, Cali Sun. Guess what? People may talk about her. Even Venti said something about her a long time ago because Venti was so jealous because Venti wanted to give me some of that stuff. But Venti was so jealous that she talked about Cali's neck and stuff of that nature. And I've heard somebody else say something about Cali being a cheaper dog. But you know what? Cali may cost a little bit less, but here's the deal. This girl is 100% legitimate brand dog. Very well made. And you know what? She ain't perfect. But she my baby. I love her. I love her big and perfect. So, Venti, we know that you was just jealous and you just want to try to throw that vagina on us. But for anybody else out there that's talking about our girl, guess what? She is legitimate, and you may not like her, but we love her. And let me let you know something. If you ever just get impatient and your budget, you don't want to make it to 1,000 or whatever, I'm letting you know. If you don't want to go to the description of my video and go to one of my links, you can check out Kimberdoll. And if you ever do, until that code expires, I think you can use Doll King, DOLLKING, and you can always get a free wig with them. I don't get anything, but at least you get something in that regard. So it looks like everybody else checking out too. Philip J says, bye, everybody. So with all that said, it's been me, Jada King Hefner, and the beautiful Cali Sun. We are out. Hit those likes, subscriptions, share, do all those good things, baby. And guess what? If you ain't a team member, think about joining. And remember, you can always donate in a multitude of ways. During a live stream, super chat, super sticker. Individual video, super thanks. You can go to my About on YouTube, PayPal, or Cash App to help the show, or donate to my fundraiser that's coming up very soon, Biker for Campaign Dogs, in less than a month and a half, I think. Yep, month and a half, I believe. And we'll be riding around the whole city of Memphis. That link is in the description of this video as well. But as of right now, me and this beautiful lady is finna exit stage left. Because it's about time for us to get back to work on some other stuff and get the hell up out of here. Have a great Wednesday, guys. We love you and appreciate all of your support.